I have a lectern. I've got one golden apple and one arrow left. I've got 2 more apples right here. And 2 apples and 16 gold bars is 2 more golden apples. And I have 5 arrows, so I can get some more weakness arrows from my butcher. Oh hey, it's raining. Alright, now. Time to do the librarian cha-cha. You. Give me books that I want. Power 2. Not what I'm looking for. Not what I'm looking for. So we're gonna keep trying. Try again. Nope. No books at all. I mean, wow, you're going in the wrong direction, my friend. Feather Falling 4. Want that. Curse of Binding. Don't care about that. That is very expensive. Let's see if I can do better. I do want a glass trade. But again, I'm being precious with my librarians right now. Piercing 4, don't care. Silk Touch already got. Protection 3, don't want. Yep. Blast Protection, don't care. Nope. Being arthropods, alright. Flame. I do want flame. I'm not at the point where I'm looking for it by itself, though. Riptide, don't care. Prowl 8413 has got an add-on studio that he is working on a villager trade upgrade that lets you spend a resource to re-roll these guys as opposed to having to pick up and put down or push with a piston the lectern every time. It ends up costing you a resource to do the re-roll as opposed to this, but it is much less tedious because you can do it a lot faster. This whole thing of trying to get specific enchantments is a process that can take hours. Because their trades are random. I do have not an add-on. I have a thing, a data pack on here from Vanilla Tweaks, Bedrock Tweaks, that lets me see all of their trades. Normally you can't see all their trades, you can only see this one specifically, and you can see these, but you can't tell necessarily like what the books are and stuff. And then you can't see any of these until they trade up. But it's a Bedrock Tweaks add-on. Bedrock Tweaks is a site that is related to the Vanilla Tweaks site that Java players are familiar with. And they got a bunch of little quality of life stuff like this. Fortune, I've already got. Channeling, nope. Power 5. Want that. And he's got a glass trade. So, there we go. Here's our guy. I will buy a bookshelf off of him to lock in his trade. And then I will break this lectern. And so once I've locked in his trade, then he won't shift off of those trades. That trade is now there. And so now I can send him over to HR for onboarding. It's a very rigorous onboarding process. And he's far enough away from this guy that I don't have to worry about him biting him. So I can send him right back. Hold on, get over there. I can get out my last weakness arrow. And my golden apples. And just give him a little boop. And then a little boop. And then there we go. And I will trade for 5 more weakness arrows, sir. Thank you. Break up this bookcase because I don't need the bookcase right now. Well, actually, I'm gonna need the bookcase, aren't I? Well, too late now. It's down. Well, I can just soak touch it, I guess. Is it dark out? It's raining out for sure. Might be nighttime. It is. I gotta go around the corner a little bit because this guy is a monster, and so if I'm too close, then I can't sleep on the bed. Still curing, so that's good. That can get put away, that can get put away. This guy's fully leveled up, or pretty close, so I will buy a diamond axe for him. Because I'm going to burn this iron axe out soon. This other diamond axe that I made is going to follow pretty quick. And then I can keep chopping away. we're going to change this for now, but this is purely... Oh. Hello, Mr. Creeper. And this guy wants to get at those villagers, but he's too dumb to know that there's a staircase over there, so he stands under here and stares up. We are eventually going to wall this off and make this probably my storage room. But you can see the iron's coming along. 31 iron blocks so far. And we got, you know, a whole bunch of string and a whole bunch of poppies. We can actually lay this out, you know. And we'll turn the poppies into bone meal and or red dye. Hey, welcome back. There we go. You no. Gosh darn it. Come on. Just gotta do a little maneuvering. These ones on the side here, I get a little fussy sometimes. Just scooch in there. Thank you. And now... There we go. And you have got power 5 and a glass trade. So again, bamboo sun. And power 5 is now off my list. I still need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more enchantments, including mending. I've got all of the important ones now, except for protection, feather falling, and mending, which is good. So, the only question is, how many librarians is it going to take me to get this done? And I want some librarians that are a little inefficient because I want glass, and so I don't want one that's got like this guy that's got 4 different enchantments. You know, one, it's going to be a pain to force that roll. Cat yelling? I did not hear a cat. I mean, that's just the string generator. Don't worry about that. That's yeah. Don't think about that too hard. It's organic string being generated. You can make some high quality violins from that string. Okay, oak trees, oak trees. Oak trees for apples. And I was going to get smooth stone in order to do, in order to work on laying out this inn. See, this is why things take so long. Alright, let's head back and get that smooth stone. This is where having shulker boxes would be great. Spanner, are you still in the chat? Smooth stone. One, two, three, four. Spanner still hanging out? Yeah, he is. When you get back, pipe up and I want to ask you something. Alright, I'll put the signs in here for now. This oak wood we'll put away. Don't need this birch for now. I've got room for a bunch more stacks of this. I've got one of these over there already. Don't need the fourth one. Nighttime. Eventually I'm going to get a super smelter put in and a larger scale lava farm than this. This is all just, very starter. And, we're getting there, bit by bit. I want to find out from Spanner and Runeblood and Osbert if they want to come and fight the Ender Dragon here with me. Because, we got the end portal, we got the pearls. And I want to do it on stream, because I think it'll be fun. And if folks want to, do the Ender Dragon fight with me, that would be cool. Runeblood said he was on board. And I'm sure Osbert will be on board. Get the four of us and go Go say hi to the Ender Dragon. Alright, we're gonna start by burning this stuff. Mangrove roots. So that's kind of the thought, is that for some of these things, like, you know, the Ender Dragon, maybe even doing end raiding, might be fun to do, you know, as a group, as opposed to just watching me do it on my own. This stuff isn't really necessarily a group activity, but, you know, stuff like Ender Dragon and similar efforts. For end raiding, I'm really more interested in shulker boxes than I am necessarily in Elytra, but, you know, having Elytra would be nice. And I've got the trade hall functional, and so that means that there's armor and tools and weapons and stuff that can be bought for just emeralds. So we can get folks some basic gear to go fight the dragon. Not like you need, you know, fully kitted out everything to fight the Ender Dragon. The Ender Dragon fight isn't that hard. Honestly, if there's a single, like, thing from the older game that, you know, the, like, out of the boss fights in the game, like, the Ender Dragon was the first one put in, right? So the Ender Dragon honestly should get a rebalance. Hopefully they'll, if and when they do ever do an end update, hopefully they do a rebalance on the Ender Dragon too, because the Ender Dragon right now, it's not really that big a fight, especially, you know, Wither is way harder. And especially since the Ender Dragon is supposed to be the end. Alright. Do some of this. Of course, I put these furnaces down, and now I'm going to have to pick them up. Because they're in the way. It's a shocking lack of foresight on my part. Well, probably not all that shocking, but a silly lack of foresight anyway. Because I knew that was what I was doing, was coming out here to lay this out. Apples? No apples. Part of the reason why I'm going to lay this out is because, one, I need to be out here for the villagers anyways. But two, I need apples. And I can get apples by farming oak trees. But it's a lot easier to get apples trading with farmers. And since I intend to have farmers out here, 2 farmers out here anyway, to be my innkeepers, because they sell a variety of food, I can buy apples from them, and then save me having to farm a whole bunch of apples. I just saw a drowned over here. Do you have a trident? You don't. Do you have a trident? No. I want tridents. Put that in a very, very convenient location. Alright, let's plant a couple more oak trees and get back to work. And maybe we move this furnaces and chests and stuff down below. There, that furnace burned out. Grab that. Alright, let's move this stuff down here. Fernai. Oh, I have an adult. Do I have another lectern? I do. Oh yeah, I got rid of the rail. See, this is the... Again, I'm almost smart. Alright, off you get. And I almost thought about this completely. Alright, you be there. I got this lectern for you. Oh, get in the corner. There we go. Give me some books. Efficiency. Nope. Nope. None of those are ones I care about. Nope. Is it nighttime? It seems like nighttime. Yep. What I really don't want is a creeper to sneak up on me. Why, hello. Hello, baby zombie. Go away. That's the other thing I want to avoid. Blast, protection, silk touch channeling. Nope, don't care about that stuff. Why did I break that rail? That wasn't what I wanted to do. I wanted to rate that. Lure. Aqua affinity, which I want. Punch 2, I've already got. No chance. Unacceptable. Silk touch, I've already got. Fire aspect. I want fire aspect 2. Fire aspect 2. Fire aspect 2 and a glass trait. Okay. I'll take a bookcase from you, lock you in. Wait. Almost did a dumb. I did that before, where I sent the guy back to the villager breeder. That's not what we're about here. He needs to go to HR. Dude. For him to get sorted out. Part of the reason why I'm hanging out here to watch him cure is, one, the cure doesn't always take. And two, it's a non-zero chance that since he's a mob now instead of a villager, he might despawn. I've locked his trade in, so it's entirely possible that he wouldn't despawn. I really don't want to take that chance. Because it does remember what his trades were before I have him bit, so that they're kept. But, you know, that's fine. We can just hang out here for a minute. And then, to be honest, head back and finish moving the stuff up at the top, down below. And then probably going to wrap it up, because we're coming up on 2 hours. Cool. Something good to do, just to have a stream going on in the background. Yeah, something with your hands. certainly, you know, you don't need to pay full attention to what we're doing here, you know, while you're doing that. That's perfect. And I have not yet gotten the VOD up from last stream. I did not take the time to cut that VOD down yet, so I am, you know, now one behind. So I'm going to get that done this week. I'm going to get both this stream and last stream, get those edited and those VODs uploaded to the YouTube channel, scheduled out, ideally this week. Right? Yeah, are you working on stuff for the Girl Scouts banner? That's what you said you were doing last time. Is that what you're prepping here? There are sword hangers for your saber, yeah, and the axe sheath, and the one that you're making is going to be like the exemplar that you use for the girls to follow, right? And there we go. He is all cured up. And boop. And into your spot. Ah, right. So you've already started. They've already started, and so you're staying ahead so that you've got, you know, the thing up. Let's try that again, shall we? Where are you going? Get back over there. Right in there. There we go. Boop. Fire aspect 2 and glass. See, I'm gonna have several of these guys that are gonna have glass trades. Yeah, so you can pretend you know what you're doing. Right, exactly. That's important. I know I'm gonna have a certain number that have glass trades. Just because of the way that villagers, the librarians work. I am trying to optimize, you know, having relatively few ones with just one trade, so that I don't need as many librarians. You know, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more enchants. So right now it's looking like I'm gonna have between another 3 and 5 librarians minimum in order to get that done. There we go. There's 3 more here. And then we'll start along this wall over here. I don't want that to be regular rail, I want that to be powered rail. Sun's going in. Now I could do this the dumb way, where I break this chest and then try to scoop up all the stuff. Or I can do it the less dumb way, where I lay out this other chest I happen to have in my pocket, and then go break the chest and get the stuff. Okay. That's all of that stuff. And this goes back in here. That can go up there. You got anything good, my guy? Fermented spider eyes, don't care. Pod's all I can make. Fire coral. Yes, you are covered in uncured leather. You don't have anything I want. So that means you will not get any of my money. That's how that trading thing works. Yeah, that leather dye sticks around for a minute, too. Alright, so now we're actually gonna... I mean, we are not gonna finish this today. But what we're gonna start next is laying out the footprint for the tavern. And apparently falling in a hole. That surprises nobody. Falling in a hole is very much on brand. Almost as on brand as falling off of things, but not quite. So, now we're talking about the design of the inn. Of the ground floor of the inn. The tavern part of the inn. So, there's got to be kitchen, which these fire pits here might be the kitchens. One of them might be a kitchen. And one of them might be a common room with a fireplace. They both could be common rooms with fireplaces. Maybe there isn't a separate kitchen. Maybe all the cooking happens in the common room. Maybe all the actual cooking, you know, eating food part does. And as is usual on when I'm doing this, I'm just laying this out with smooth stone just to get an idea. And then we'll come back in and replace these blocks with what we're actually going to do. But this is going to be the floor. This is going to stay this stone. This is going to be whatever the floor of this room over here is. And we're going to cut this hillside down. Chop down all these trees here. Get rid of these flowers. And we'll keep the flowers, but... I gotta think about what I want to do for a design for this building. I know I definitely want it to have at least 2 floors. Probably go up to there at least, if not a little taller. We'll carve this hill back, and then when we get to the size that we think we want the inn to be, then we'll just sculpt, because it's not going to cover this hole. This thing goes that way quite a bit. We'll then sculpt a new hill behind it. To look reasonable. But I know I want this to come back a certain way. A certain amount. Not sure how much yet, but certainly more than this. I probably should get a fishing pole and get out here and catch some fish. Tame some of these cats. Hey, that axe broke. Luckily I got another one right here. I cut this notch out before I really knew what I wanted to do. I did know I want this to be the crossroad going in the other direction. So this road goes this way and then comes out here, and probably what this is going to do is just going to kind of wind along the river a little bit on this side, I think. And then in that direction, I have no idea. So that's something we still got to figure out. Nighttime. That's one block out from the end. That's one block out from the end. That's 2 blocks out. That's 2 blocks out. So this is currently still symmetrical. myself in that hole. Yeah, and so my build process does involve rebuilding stuff a few times, because I'll do this, I'll lay it out, grid it out like this, and then come back and replace the blocks. But that is a function of the fact that I'm not doing stuff, I'm not doing build planning in creative mode, which is what I would need to do to not have to do this. You know, build planning and survival. Two out from the edge. Oop. And this is gonna get, you know, cleaned up and turned in and stuff, so. But again, it's gonna go under the tavern. And so the tavern's gonna go that way. Maybe to that tree. I don't want it to be over the water. And I do want the road to kind of go around and kind of wind along the shore there. Maybe come out to like here. I mean, this tree needs to go. Anyway. So maybe something like that. And this doesn't have to be perfectly symmetrical in all four sides. In fact, it's probably going to be more interesting more visually interesting if it isn't. And this is a good amount of room in this direction. plenty of space for activities. Oh, these flowers. They're a great block. And I get why they block for you put down blocks on top of them, but it's annoying. Wait. Stuck. And of course we're gonna have to light this up under here, or else it's gonna be a mob farm. Already running out of smooth stone. Alright, let's see what's going on down there in the furnaces. Oh no, I'm not running out of smooth stone. I got 2 stacks. That's not going to keep mobs from walking in, but it will at least keep them from spawning. I wonder if I grid out this far in each direction and then see what that looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 in this direction. But I'm kind of constrained on the shore, so maybe I bring it in. Like here. Maybe bring it in further than that, but to start anyway. 4 blocks from the end. Because I don't want it to overhang the water. Not this water, that's just, you know. Oh, I have another adult. Let's get these rails down, back down. Nope, that's the wrong thing. I'm gonna wrap it up in a second. Can you two figure it out? Because I really like to grab the adult and not the child. So if you could push the child out of the way. That would be helpful. If not, then we'll just wait for the, you know, the other one to grow up and I'll get both of them. See, this way I'm not really constrained by anything. And I don't mind it. There we go, we got 2 adults. Alright, well, if that's the case, we're going to wrap it up here. We're going to wrap this up here. Thanks for hanging out tonight. It's been a lot of fun. We did talk a little bit about design and kept getting the iron farm going. We're going to keep working on that off stream. The VODs are captured on my YouTube channel, so you're welcome to come back and look at it there. and come out and hang out next time. We do stream every Wednesday, and I try to stream on Sundays, but that's not nearly as reliable. So, thanks a lot, guys. Take care. Have a good night.